Hey everyone, hope y'all had an amazing week slash Saturday so far. And man, so there's no One Piece chapter this week, which of course there is a break. But next week we're gonna get a One Piece chapter. So in today's video, or I should say this week's video, I want to do a discussion that will involve all of us. So in today's video, I want to do a video where I go over my favorite characters in One Piece because I have a whole lot of One Piece characters that I absolutely love. And my favorite characters list always changes because we like it's just one of those things in like One Piece where, or not even One Piece, but in franchises out there, that there's so many great characters in the series to where your list is always gonna change no matter what. So I don't even know if this is gonna be my list going forward the rest of the year because as I know, the list is probably going to change again. But like, so anyways, man, besides all that stuff, let's get right on with the favorites characters list that I have for this video. So this list is not going to be in no particular order, but the first one I have is Doflamingo. Now, Doflamingo is easily one of the best characters in the series, bro. Like, he's still my favorite villain in the series that we have right now, even though Kaido is really showing how great of a villain he's been in the recent chapters. So Doflamingo, man, he really caught my eye when I first saw this guy at Mocktown, I believe. Yeah, Mocktown, where he just like he shot down Bellamy, like he took out Bellamy and his crew, and it really showed me, well, like, yo, this guy is like on the bigger playing field. You know, he's like on that bigger card compared to all the villains that we've seen so far. And then when we found out that he's a warlord of the sea, that has made like my interest in him go even higher because this guy is on that level of Mihawk, right? And then he easily has one of the best character designs I've ever seen in the series at that time, bro. Like Doflamingo, man, like all that stuff I saw with him in the pre-time skip, like those little scenes we saw, and in his speech at Marineford, I was just hooked on maybe that Oda would finally do an arc that revolves around Doflamingo. I mean, we finally got Dressrosa, which really dives into Doflamingo, his past. He easily has one of the most tragic backstories in the series. It made Doflamingo one of my favorite characters and one of my beloved characters in the series. And I hope we see him again in the future, whether it be as like currently he's an Impel Down, whether it be in that scene where we see him reading the newspapers of what's going on in the One Piece world. I really hope we see something with Doflamingo again in the future because he was such a great character, man. Such a great villain. Such a great villain. Okay, let me get off Doflamingo. So the next character I have after Doflamingo is Shanks. Now Shanks, easily the most popular character that we don't know anything about right now in this series, and it's strange. Like, why do you like? People are gonna be like, why do you have Shanks so? Why do you have Shanks on your favorite characters list when we don't really know that much about him? And I'm like, it's because of the stuff that we've seen of this guy in the story arc so far. Like every time we see Shanks in the story, you know that the One Piece storyline has reached the next checkpoint. Every time Shanks appears, whether it be for the world's reaction to something that happened, whether it be Luffy beating Katakuri or Luffy beating Doflamingo, every time we see Shanks in the story, you know something is happening. You know that the story is starting to progress as it continues to go on. But Shanks, I like his design. I like what we've seen from him. The moment where he showed up at Marineford and stopped the whole war, that's still like my top 5 favorite scenes in the entire series because you know this guy and his crew are like straight up badasses. If they're able to stop a war that has Whitebeard and his crew and the most powerful Marines at that time fighting, plus Blackbeard's crew there, if he was able to stop that, you know this guy has something that makes him super dangerous. And the fact that he also stopped Kaido and his crew from going to Marineford, now that we know all about Kaido's crew, how strong Kaido's crew is, the fact that Shanks was also able to stop them, Shanks is on a whole nother level of like God tier, man. But Shanks, man, I really hope Oda really dives into Shanks later this year because Shanks, man, Shanks is one of my favorite characters. I just want us, the community, to learn more about him. I'm tired of all these theories that we have where he's possibly the son of Roxy Zebek or some other crazy theory that he might go after Luffy soon and all that. Like, I'm tired of all that. I want us to get like more information about Shanks, man. But anyways, after Shanks, I have Sabo. Now, Sabo is one of my favorite characters too, and Sabo is a guy that has a very mixed like very mixed reception in the One Piece community. Many people love him, like me. And many people hate Sabo because they believe he was shoehorned into the storyline. They believe that he's blonde Ace, Ace 2.0, even though the only similarities he has with Ace is being the older brother of Luffy, the Devil Fruits, etc. They have different personalities, different designs, and different motives. Like so. Ace wanted to live life without regrets, and Sabo wants to take down the celestial dragons and the world government for everything that happened during his childhood, and he hates being a world noble. So Sabo, like it really like what hooked me onto Sabo was the flashbacks, man, and not just the flashback, but also when we saw this guy in present time, the fact that he's a part of the Revolutionary Army under Monkey D. Dragon, and the fact that he has this special connection to Ace and Luffy, it made me want to know more about the guy. And it made me more interested in Sabo. And also, all the scenes we had with Sabo and Dressrosa, they're very tragic scenes that we saw with him in Dressrosa, whether it be the reason why he lost his memory, him not being there to help Luffy save Ace. There's so much stuff that I liked about Sabo that we saw, and I hope Sabo was not captured or whatever is happening to him right now during the reveal arc, because I feel like Sabo's whole story is gonna come into tuition very soon, later in the series, when we finally get into the Monkey D. Dragon, the Revolutionary Army side of the story. Sabo's story will finally go into that next gear where we finally learn more about him, his motives. We finally see Sabo's side of the story, and I can't wait for that, man. Sabo, one of my favorite characters. I miss him so much, and I hope we see him soon. Now, after Sabo, I have Portgas D Ace. Now, Portgas D Ace, he's easily one of the most beloved characters in the series. What hooked me onto Ace was, of course, Alabasta, bro. Like this is how cocky he was. The amount of confidence he had in himself when he was facing Smoker. He's like, okay, Smoker, you're a Marine, and I'm a second division commander of a Yonko's crew. Like, I don't know if you want to continue on with this dispute that you're having with me. And when we saw Ace blow up all those ships with his fire fist, I knew Ace was gonna be goated, man. And Ace, man, he's a very iconic character in the series because his death led to a lot of stuff. His death and capture led to a lot of world changing stuff in One Piece. His capture led to Blackbeard becoming a warlord, and then it will also later help him become a Yonko later on. Because if he never captured Ace, that means Blackbeard would have never became a warlord. He would have not been able to have the chance to go to Impel Down, grab all those notorious pirates that he did, and also kill Whitebeard. All this came into tuition after he captured Ace. And Ace's death marked a whole lot of new stuff in the One Piece universe going forward. We had Sengoku step down. Akainu became the next fleet admiral. Luffy and his crew realized that, hey, if I can't, like, no, Luffy realized that, hey, if I can't save my brother Ace, then that means I won't be able to save my crew if we ever get into some tight situation, whether it be in a Yonko fight or with some formidable pirate going forward. So, hey, me and my crew need to train during these 2 years. Like, Ace's death just changed the whole landscape of One Piece. And it's crazy how even in the storyline, Ace still plays a huge role in the storyline, despite being dead for over 10 years. We learned that Yamato's connected to him. We learned that Otama's connected to him. Like, it's amazing to see. And Ace, he will always go down as one of the best characters in the series for me, and one of the most beloved characters in this series. And Ace, forever the GOAT. Forever the GOAT. Now, after Ace, I have Robin. Now, Robin, I love Robin. She's my favorite female character in the series besides Nami, Boa Hancock, and Yamato, even Perona too. And Robin, man, her backstory, I think she has the saddest backstory in the series besides Law. Those two have this easily the saddest backstories in the series. But Robin, man, I loved how Oda really showed us just how tragic her character was. The fact that she's had this tragic lifestyle to now she can be around people who love her, care for her, and will protect her no matter what happens, man, it's amazing to see, man. All that stuff that's happened with Robin in the storyline. And I loved what Oda did with Robin and Wano. She had that amazing fight with Black Maria. I can't wait to see it animated later this year. It was amazing, man. All the stuff that's happening with Robin right now, she's easily the most important character in this series because of her knowledge with the genocide of O'Hara, the fact that she can read the poneglyph. She's very important in the series right now, easily the most important character in the series right now. And Robin, man, I just love what Oda has done with her over the years, man. Changing her from this character that was shy, not wanting to her past to be revealed, scared that she may not ever be able to find those people that will like take care of her, that will love her for who she is, to now in the current setting where she knows that there's people out there that are willing to do whatever it takes to make sure she's okay, that she's smiling, and I love that. I love that so much with how Oda did Robin's whole story so far in the series. Now, after Robin, I have Zoro. Now, Zoro, he's the GOAT, bro. Him and Sanji, GOATs for me. They're my two favorite characters. Now, Zoro, I mean, what can I say about Zoro? Like, Zoro has to be like one of the best characters in the series. His design, like, just everything about Zoro, man. And I love how loyal he is to Luffy, man. Like, a whole lot of people like to they like to confuse his loyalty to Luffy, saying that if like say for example, like at Whole Cake Island, like hey, like if Zoro was there and he saw what Sanji did to Luffy, he would try to kill Sanji. No, he wouldn't, because Luffy would immediately tell Zoro not to do anything about it, because Zoro respects and trusts Luffy's decisions. And that's what I love about Zoro. Zoro, he's really the best right hand man that Luffy could ever have, because he trusts Luffy. No matter what situation they're in, no matter how dire the situation is, if Luffy says something, he's gonna believe in what Luffy is doing. And that's like the best qualities for a right hand man of any character in the series. And Zoro, man, I was like his fight with King was very amazing, man. He has like some of the best fights in the series, whether it be against Mr. One. Like I can't wait to see what Oda does with Zoro going forward, because right now a Grim Reaper's on his neck, and I hope nothing happens to Zoro. But it's just amazing seeing Zoro's growth over the years, man. Definitely can't wait to see when he becomes the greatest swordsman in the series. That would be a moment. But after Zoro, I have Law. Now, Law, I'm so happy for my boy. He beat Big Mom in the last chapter, and of course, whole lot of controversy there because a Yonko's been defeated. Like the story is like really changing now because of Yonko, like the first Yonko since Whitebeard has been taken down. So Law is one of my favorite. He easily has one of the best designs in this series. One of the most broken and confusing devil fruits at that too. And Law, like I said, just like with Robin, he easily has the saddest backstory in this series. The fact that he hid in dead bodies just to make sure he would escape where he was, that's so tragic. But Law, I love all we've seen with Law. Him teaming up with Luffy, taking down Doflamingo, the man that caused him so much pain. Seeing Law rise from this normal captain of his pirate crew to possibly breaking that barrier of becoming one of the next major pirates that will change the landscape of One Piece because of the fact that he beat Big Mom, and because he's a part of one of the biggest like battles that we've ever seen in a One Piece storyline, is amazing to see. And Lawman, can't wait to see what Oda does with him in the future. Now, after Law, I have my boy Luffy. Now, Luffy, he's just like the perfect embodiment of a character in One Piece, because Luffy, he wants to be free. He's the perfect embodiment of freedom in this show, because like there's a whole lot of people that would rather see becoming the Pirate King as, hey, if I'm the Pirate King, I have power or something else. But Luffy, he wants to be Pirate King because he wants to be free and beyond societal grasp. Like how I kind of wants to hold down every pirate because they're pirates. Luffy wants to become a Pirate King so he can be beyond that grasp that all these Marines have been trying to put on pirates, for example, like Whitebeard or Ace. And it's amazing to see how Luffy has grown over the years, man. Grown over the years. His death, like Ace's death, really, really motivated Luffy to continue on with his dream to never live life without regrets. And it's amazing to see Luffy's growth. I can't wait to see him finally beat Kaido and Wano to finish, because you already know when Wano finishes, when they find out that Luffy took down Kaido and freed Wano and made Wano his territory and also a free country, you know Akainu and the whole world's gonna go crazy at those news. And Luffy, man, definitely my favorite protagonist in Shonen, definitely. Now after Luffy, I have Sanji. Now Sanji's my favorite character in the series. I love Sanji from his design all the way to just how human of a character he is, man. No matter the situation, man or woman, if he sees someone in danger, he takes action, even against someone that's done so much harm and damage to him. Like, for example, his family. We all know this whole story with Sanji and his family. They've done so much to him. They've brutalized him. They've embarrassed him. They've done so much stuff. They've done so much stuff to Sanji, and the fact that Sanji in his family's lowest moment, when they were getting ready to get killed by Big Mom's family, the fact that he was able to still go out of his way to save his family, the same family that's just destroyed his life for so many years, the fact that he was able to go back to them and save them, this shows you just how the kind of character that Sanji is, the type of person Sanji is. And as I said before, Sanji is one of my favorite characters. He's my favorite character in the series, and I love all the stuff that we've seen from him in Wano. Seeing him go into this next gear, defeat Queen, and of course collapse, because of course he really went to that next gear against Queen and Sanji. One of my favorite characters, man. My favorite character in this series, and I can't wait to see what Oda does with him going forward, man. Because Sanji, he really went ham in Wano. Now, besides those 9 characters that I pointed out, I also have other honorable mentions such as Katakuri, Nami, Yamato, and Boy Hancock, who were also I also love those characters very much, especially Katakuri, man. As soon as I saw that dude in Whole Cake Island, he was goaded for me. His fight with Luffy, it really opened the door for how Luffy could continue to grow himself as we later go on with the series. But yeah, man. So let me know down in the comments below who your favorite characters are in One Piece, man. Because I want to know who your favorite characters are in One Piece, whether it be Veggie or Brook or Jinbei, just anybody. Because One Piece has the perfect cast of characters for you to have as your favorite characters. There's just so many that you can choose from. Even Akainu, you know what I'm saying? So let me know down in the comments below who your favorite character is in the series. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel. It helps out and it shows I see more One Piece videos from me in the future. And also, I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I hope y'all continue having a nice day, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.